Alright, so Modern Warfare allows you to buy a watch that shows you your kill death in-game, but yet the scoreboard in Modern Warfare does not show you your kill death. And people have been asking for the scoreboard to show your kills and deaths ever since the beta. So that's pretty bad, right? I agree, it doesn't look good at all. Any way you slice it, it's an unnecessary misuse of cosmetics that could just be easily fixed by showing our kills and deaths on the scoreboard like we've done ever since the first Call of Duty game came out and had multiplayer. So what is my real thought process on this? So how would I take this down? Well, first, I start off by I don't care. This is not a hill I'm willing to die on. It's dumb, it's ironic, it's funny, it's all those things. It's easily fixed, it should be fixed, but it's a non-issue. It's not pay to win, it's not the most biggest bullshit you've ever seen. This is just stupid. It's a surface level problem. First of all, anyone telling you that they need to be able to see their kills and deaths in a game is lying to themselves and you. Because no way, no how can anybody watching this video convince me that you need to be able to see your kills and deaths in game. Is it a nice luxury? Is it just a quality of life thing? Sure. But necessary to play the game? Hell no. You don't need to see your deaths, okay? You don't even need to see your kills for that matter. You don't need to see your assists or your score or your time in the hardpoint. Hell, have you played realism mode? You don't even really need to see the plus 100 show up on the screen after you kill somebody. So, look, we need to understand that these are surface level things. It's a nicety to be able to see your deaths because maybe you want to, but I guarantee you there's no challenge in Modern Warfare that requires you to die, so you don't really need to be tracking your deaths, and if you're doing poorly, you know you're doing poorly, you don't need the scoreboard to tell you. Whether you died 7 times or 10 times or 17 times really shouldn't be a big factor to you. What's in front of you, what you have to do next, should be what's more important. And also, it's just a smart idea to not focus on the scoreboard. Any decent player will tell you, you do not need to constantly bring up the scoreboard. I have this problem too, guys. I have to keep checking to see how many kills I have. If I focus less on how many kills I've gotten and what's in front of me, I'd probably do a lot better. A lot of good Call of Duty players would tell you to not worry about the scoreboard and instead worry about problem solving and winning gunfights and making moves, and if you're playing with your friends, doing callouts and coming up with strategies. That's what you should be doing. Being able to see your deaths in game is, again, not relevant to your performance. All it does is show what happened, something you've already witnessed, and if you need to document that, all you're gonna do is throw up that scoreboard. Don't lie to yourself. All you're gonna do is throw up that scoreboard and go, I've died 10 times? That's crazy, and then close it and keep playing. You don't need to know that, okay? If you're trying not to die, then don't die. The scoreboard not telling you until the end is not gonna keep you alive or kill you. It's not relevant. Now, being able to buy a watch that shows you your kills and deaths in game might seem like a really important thing if you're stupid and have never played Call of Duty before and you're just looking to be outraged about something. This is forced outrage, okay? There are real issues out there, okay? There are real problems out there, okay? I'm not gonna tell you what to be mad at. I'm not gonna tell you what needs to upset you and what shouldn't. But at the end of the day, you kind of have to realize that this is a non-issue, right? Like, deep down, you know it's not a big deal, right? This is not a hill any of us should die on. Yes, Infinity Ward should let us see our deaths in-game, and yeah, there'll probably be more watches added later on in the game that do that, and I imagine maybe that's what they want. Maybe they want to roll out watches next season in the Battle Pass that show you your kills and deaths, and that's how you have to check. It would have been a really ballsy move to replace the scoreboard with just a player list, and then your scoreboard is actually on your watch, and when you look at your watch, it says score, kills, deaths, assists. That would be really fun. But of course they didn't do that. Maybe that was one of their original plans and it didn't work out. But yeah, we've been talking about this since the beta. There really isn't a lot of reason for this nonsense, and I hope that they change it. My problem right now is that Infinity Ward is still radio silent, and on this issue they are also radio silent. But what's weird to me is how many people were tweeting me as a content creator saying, I gotta hear your opinion on this, or coming into my chat while I was streaming Halo Reach the other day, saying, oh, I gotta see your opinion on this, man, you gotta talk about this, man, dude, what do you think about this? I don't care. And it concerns me how many of you are coming to someone like me who does opinionated content and rants and things, and is just looking for me to what? Bang my fist on my desk? Oh my god, I can't see how many times I died in a game unless I buy this watch for $20? I don't fucking care. How about the fact that some operators in this game blend in on certain areas of the map? Like, if you play as like default allegiance, I believe, yeah, default allegiance operator on Arklov blends in like a son of a bitch. Like, they just blend in, they are hard to see. Like, to me, that's a bigger surface level issue than not being able to see your kills and deaths without a fucking cosmetic. I don't care. This doesn't affect my gameplay. This won't keep me from kicking ass. This won't keep me from doing well. It's irrelevant. It's not an issue. It's a non-issue. The fact that some operators blend in on these maps is a bigger issue to me than anything to do with your kill-death ratio not being told to you on a moment's notice while you're in game. I hope you're more focused on what's in front of you than what's happened previously. I am sometimes an obsessive scoreboard checker, but it's not relevant to actual gameplay. Any half-decent FPS player would tell you this, but also any half-decent FPS player would tell you that, yeah, show people their deaths in-game. It's a nicety. Some people want that. Again, I think you shouldn't be obsessing over it, but yeah, it's dumb, and they should change that. Do I care? Am I going to stop playing the game? Am I going to protest? No. In fact, what I'm going to protest against here is, can we not make mountains out of molehills? Can we not look like the community that's so ready to be outraged that the developers never take us seriously? We piss the bed over everything. The Call of Duty community has a fucking seizure every little thing that happens. It just freaks them the fuck out. Everything's a fucking nightmare. It's nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. Every week with the COD community. Everything's wrong. Activision's screwing us. Infinity Ward's screwing us. Treyarch is screwing us. And as somebody who's done a lot of complaining, as somebody that's done a lot of constructive criticism and ranting and tangents and live streams and videos and have been focusing on this shit for years, I have to say, this doesn't matter. You want me to give my opinion so that you can take it as your own or hopefully relate to it in some way? Sorry. I'm here to tell you it doesn't fucking matter. If it matters to you, that's great. But in actuality, it does not affect the game. You do not need to see your deaths. You might want to see your deaths. I respect that. You've been allowed to. Every previous COD game, every previous FPS game you've played has allowed you to do that. So I get that you are looking for that. But don't pretend it's necessary or that this is in any way pay to win. If you know somebody that is spending $20 to see their kill-death ratio in-game, remove them from your life. You don't need that weighing you down. See you when I see you. Goodbye.